Dus we moeten beginnen.
Ook dat.
Okay. So welcome to the already 10th Lisk Community Meetup, live from France this time. What you're seeing is the camper van I'm driving with my dad for the last week. It's our last day, but nevertheless we have a meetup. So we will have some announcements about Lisk, and then we will have a short interview with Anonimo. And what you see on the right already, I will disclose a little bit. You see a green turtle, and if you donate Lisk to him, then the turtle will make a move. So let's wait for someone to donate later on during the meetup. He built it himself, but we will talk about it later. So some quick announcements. This is the first time our Lisk Center meetup has moved to the Lisk Discord channel. So that's where you can find us from now on. We will have a dedicated Lisk Center Utrecht channel, and every meetup will be hosted here online, Lisk related meetups. Also, we have the possibility to create project channels. So from now on, if you are working on a specific project and if you need a dedicated channel for it, just reach out to us and we will create a channel. And if it gives you some visibility, and maybe you can also use it to get new people on board. So also, this is already the 10th meetup. Before we were talking about a couple of projects already, and we are looking for new speakers, but also new topics to talk about. So let us know what you would like to see during these meetups. Would you like to have an interview with a specific person? Would you like to get to know more details on blockchain development, like what is a custom transaction? Or would you like to know more about the developments made by HQ? What actually is the new epic that they are closing or that they closed? Let us know through the Lisk Discord. You can just use general chat for that. Also, currently, during this meetup, you can use general Lisk chat to pose questions, and Rafael will monitor it. So, in addition to us moving to the Lisk Discord, and you can provide us with some ideas for future meetups, and we are specifically looking for people who would like to present their projects. So don't be shy, just join us. You do not need to reveal your identity if that's a thing. So then you just see us in the screen, or like you see at Anonimo. Some news from Lisk. They are closing epics consequently. So I think they closed at least 4 this month, or maybe more, but we will mention just 3 of them. Epic 4 is a auto ban for inactive delegates. So they closed the epic. It is if you are a forging delegate and you are inactive and you're not forging anymore, then they created a system that you automatically will be banned in the future. But also, if you are not a forging delegate, that's a slight change, but then you will also be banned. So it's a system to clean up inactive delegates when they are not using their service anymore. Then Epic 5 is about encoding and decoding. So they created an encoding mechanism which makes the transactions less actually. They encode the transaction into bytes, and then they decode the bytes into JSON file again. So that makes it that they have less bytes in a transaction, so it's fewer bytes on the whole network, and therefore we can have more transactions. Or for details, let's go to Lisk chat, and Corbifax can answer all your questions about it. And then the Epic 6 is actually the encode and decode Epic is a preparation for Epic 6, and that is a system which automatically implements undo asset within your transaction. So before you had to create an extra additional step within your custom transaction that was actually meant to undo what you are doing within your transaction. Now you do not have to do that anymore. So it makes coding much easier, and they used the Epic 5 to do that. In addition, they opened Lisk Center Tokyo at Binary Star. It's a co-working space for blockchain-related developments, and it's different from the Lisk Center Utrecht or the Lisk Center Berlin, but they will use it for promotional purposes, and for people in that area, they can use it for Lisk-related meetups and for the exposure in Asia. So that's pretty cool. And let's go to Anonimo. Welcome, nice to have you here.
Hello guys, I'm glad to be here.
Hello, can you just introduce yourself in a few sentences?
Okay, I am from Poland, from city of Woodstock in Kostrzyn. In this city is every year Woodstock Festival. And when Prodigy was in one of festival, was something about 500 million people. Entry is free, and it's a lot of fun and good music.
Nice. So let's do a Lisk community gathering at Woodstock once it's open again.
Yes, now it's COVID, and in this year is without the Woodstock. No festival in this year.
Do you know how long it exists?
It's something about 20 years.
20 years. And you've been to a lot of them?
Yes, I was in the first Woodstock, and almost all of the Woodstock I did.
Cool, nice. So you're a music fan?
Yes, I like some Prodigy or Papa Roach or something like that.
Oh, nice, cool. Did you know actually that Rafael and I have a band, a cover band?
Yeah.
So let's talk about it later. It's not Prodigy-like, but can you maybe quickly introduce how you got in touch with crypto?
Okay. Yes, I started play with crypto something about 5 years ago. My friend tells me buy Bitcoin and forget for a few years, but I only make the half of this plan and don't buy Bitcoin and forget. But 3 years later, 2 years later, I buy some Bitcoin and altcoins, and only for fun. And after the Bitcoin reached new all-time high, I sold almost what I have, but few Lisk small bug I still have.
Oh, so you were one of the lucky guys in that case.
I don't think so, but yes.
And so are you? You're not into blockchain development full time. You're doing other stuff next to it. It's more a hobby.
Yes. This is a hobby. I normally in work I'm programmer, and I like do some programs or something for fun. And crypto is only hobby. My really hobby is, I don't tell you before, but it's cycling. I love cycling. I am cyclist.
Oh, cool. So can you do that good in Poland?
What? Can you repeat?
Can you cycle good in your area?
Yes, I I think yes. I cycling something about 8 to 10,000 kilometers per year, and on
Nice.
road bike and mountain bike.
Nice.
Some race, and yes, I think I am good in cycling.
Yeah, cool. And so next to cycling and crypto as hobbies, you are working with coding, but you do something different than blockchain coding, as I understood correctly. What do you do?
Yeah. Yes. I am programmer of CNC machine. Almost now is a welding robot in the big company in Kostrzyń, and we building a crane, something like for Liebherr and Terex and something like that. Big crane. The company is Telemont Holding.
And so are you building parts for a crane?
Yes. All the top parts, all the crane we are building in our company, and I programming robot who welds this part.
Cool. So is that also the reason why you came up with the idea to program the green turtle, what we are looking at right now?
Yes. I create this for fun. When I programming some in my work, I also programming in my house. It's something like I like this. And
so what kind of things do you program in your house?
Now I'm learning the JavaScript and few small project only for learning something and do something for the community or for fun.
Nice. So can you explain a little bit how it works, the turtle?
Yes, the turtles work as simply code. If someone sent a tip, is not can be on 0.1 Lisk. Just send and script checking last transaction on my address, and if it's some incoming amount, the servo is starting and turtle is moving.
Nice.
The turtle is printing on 3D print, and small modification for servo, and very simply code. Only transaction is starting the servo.
Cool. So you also printed the turtle yourself?
Yes, but the turtle is not in 100% mine project. Is you have a lot of sites in internet. You can download the turtle or another project and simply modify some parts and use with Lisk or something else.
Yeah, I like it because you are like attaching new kind of developments also to blockchain like this, like 3D printing and physical objects. So if someone donates to the address, I hope it's shared in the Lisk Discord currently, then you will see the turtle moving. So we should see it moving during this talk.
But we must show some QR code or address because I don't have now this.
I think Rafael can make it public.
Okay.
Along the way. And the other things that we are seeing.
Yes.
Did you also make them?
Yes, this is Lisk glasses. It's also for fun for community. And the left side is minion version for minions, and the red one on the front is for Lisk Poland.
Cool.
Yes, it's also my project, but the community like Lisk Poland and another tells me how it should look.
Cool.
We create this and I print this.
Can somebody buy it from you, or are you not in the web shops?
I think about this, but maybe in future I start some website with payment on Lisk, but the 3D print is not perfect. It's, the quality is not like you make this in special form. If quality for people will be enough, maybe I think I can solve some of these glasses. But first pieces is for the Polish community.
It's always good to have.
It's easy to send in Poland, in this same country, you know.
Yeah, nice.
Oh.
Hey, look at it.
Yeah.
So this is what happens when you
someone sends a tip.
Cool. And so you are a developer. You develop or you program robots that build parts of cranes, for example, and also these kind of tools. Are you more a developer or more an investor or a mix of both? What's your...
Yes, I was a bug holder, and you know, I have small amount of Lisk, and now I try to learn something about like development, because it's you know, bug holder is sometimes is boring. Now I do, you know, I don't like be boring, and I like do something new things. When I sitting in my garden, I think what I can do, and few minutes later I try to do this.
Yes, because I also heard that you are pretty active within the Discord chat, but most of the time in the Polish channel. What kind of projects did you do before? Or are you building on Lisk? Or
I do few fun projects on testnet, like Lisk Snake, where you can play on Snake and you score a reward, and you I give you this amount of Lisk what you win to your testnet address, and
cool.
or Lisk Lotto, where you can pay 1 Lisk and you have chance to win all Lisk in pool one time a day. Just pay 1 Lisk and script make lottery, and 1 lucky number win all pool, all Lisk in pool.
Oh, cool. So it's more a nice addition to Lisk Dice and Lisk Roulette. So we should build a Lisk Casino in the future with all these kind of games. And the snake, I'm not sure, but maybe we can add a link to the Lisk general chat. If that's still online. Let's see if someone adds the link. I think Corbifax made sure you could also see the Lisk snake online. So what are your general thoughts about Lisk, actually? Like the project, the technical part of Lisk, or the team?
Looking forward, Lisk is on good way to be using globally, and not only for big company. It's offering you a simple way to create blockchain and implement in your life. I think it's future project, if you know what I mean. It's in community in Discord is very helpful. You know, if you have some problems, you can write on Discord, and someone always can help you.
Yes. So you are in Lisk already since the end of 2017. Did you follow the project closely or more later?
I have first Lisk. I must check, but it is something about 3 years ago, like end of this year. But
okay,
like I say, I was the bug holder and not interesting too much to all project what I have coins. But now I have almost Lisk, and I see the future in Lisk project.
And how come you you see the future in Lisk? Is it big in Poland? Can you tell something about that?
Lisk is so popular in Poland, but I don't know why. maybe because in first exchange, like BitByte, was only few coins, and somebody go to exchange and look into price Bitcoin, and okay, this is so expensive. Litecoin is so expensive. Okay, I buy the game credits or Lisk, and maybe this is the.
Yeah, so it could be the price that it was cheaper to buy before.
Yeah,
and
yeah. Oh.
But now another donation.
Yeah.
Cool. But you say you're more into the tech also right now and working on JavaScript. Are you planning to build your own blockchain project in the future?
I create own blockchain. I have one. Yes, I have one on Lisk, but my server is not running now, and my site is at this moment is closed. But I bringing back this site in the future. But I create own blockchain with Explorer and send some amount of mine coins on the Lisk wallet. Yes, I do this, and a lot of helps me Tremer. That is guy who helps me. Yes, and in future maybe I create something like more interesting. But now I only check how it's work. How it's work. My own blockchain, own Explorer.
Good to hear. Nice. Yes. So when you have your site up in the air and up and running in the future, just let us know through Discord, and we will of course share the link also. Everybody can find it in the Lisk Discord. And are you planning more to build more like tangible projects like the turtle also? Because I really like that one. I really like the fact that you actually see something happening, because blockchain most of the time is like an infrastructure technology and nobody sees it, nobody understands it, and now you actually see something happening. I also want a turtle like that in my home, actually. So yes, do you have ideas already?
Yes, I have a few ideas in my head, but we must a little bit wait for this. Yes, I have with 3D prints few projects with using Lisk, and few projects with without the 3D prints, only the digital project, like something like that, like shop or we will see in future.
We will see.
I can tell you everything, but we will see.
Nice. Since I'm in France and only on my telephone, I'm not able to monitor the chat at this point. So I will also take a look in the Discord to see if there are questions. So if you have questions to Anonimo, just post them in the general Lisk chat. Then we can ask him the questions straight away, live. I'm not seeing any questions currently. So is there something you would like to tell us, or what you would like to tell to the community?
What I can say, I am not a pro JavaScript programmer, and I do this only for fun and challenge myself. My project is very simple, and everybody can write something like that. Just run the console, install what is needed, and start programming. You not must be a pro programmer.
And would you like to build stuff with other people? Are you looking for developers, or do you do it mostly still in your spare time?
I don't have a lot of time. Like I say, I'm like cycling a few hours a day. I have work. I have idea, but this idea is hard to create alone. when I will be making something alone, I don't know I will create this. Maybe in bigger group, maybe something will be good, but I don't know. I don't know.
Just share it in the projects channel in the future.
Yes. Do some small project and share in the community is the best way for me. Oh, turtle again moving.
Cool. And so, like these kind of meetups that we are the way we are talking today, like what would you like to see happening here during these hours?
In future,
Yes.
I would like look at the most of people start programming. You know, if you don't have skill, but just try, just make some idea and try to create some own project, even if this project is small and maybe some bigger programmer or pro programmer look at this project and create a better project, but this is, you know, I can't how I tell you this, but you know, for people should start create own project. And
so you would like to see other community members share their projects here, although if it's not like a very large project, just share it with the community so other people can also help you.
Yes. When blockchain will be accepting globally, Lisk is a good place to be most of using blockchain project. You know, it's simply to use.
Yeah. And I see a question from John Nuck. What are you most looking forward to being developed on Lisk in the future?
Development or
what would you like to see on Lisk in the future? You don't have to do it yourself, but what would be cool to see on the Lisk platform?
Cool to be see some good project, you know, and most to show to Lisk the most popularity in project. You know, now Lisk is doing great work, but it's nobody to tells about the Lisk in the, you know, in Twitter. More development, more community, more projects. But I think Lisk is in good place at this moment.
Yeah, so more in-depth projects. It doesn't really matter what kind of project, but just more development and more visibility online with those projects. Yes,
should be in a lot of posts on Twitter and a lot of projects, and that people will see the Lisk is most active in GitHub, like in GitHub the projects. Also should be most activity project in Twitter, and you know, people come back to Lisk. It will be projects and good.
Yes. So how do you rate the ease of programming to use Lisk? A question from Minions.
Easy of programming?
Yes. How easy is it to develop something with Lisk? What's your opinion?
You know, it's this is what kind of project you have in your head. You know, it's some simple project and some hard project to programming. But JavaScript is language of programming, something like I programming at the day in my work. For me, is variables or something like that is not too hard. You know, it's for me it's easy. hard is some install, some.
So how easy was it for you to build your first project with Lisk?
I have helps from a community like Przemer, Lisk Poland, or Minion. For me was start. My start was very easy because they helps me. But if someone would start create their own project, I think the community also can help. Then
yes. So maybe we should share more about our projects in the future and make everybody share their ideas within the project channels, so other people can also help you. So
yes.
So
you must have an idea in your head and start create this project. Reading some documentation and searching and internet, and it's not complicated if you know how should works your project.
yes. So this is the message to people who are developing or would like to develop something on Lisk. Just look at the Lisk Builders program on lisk.io and subscribe to it. You can receive a grant up to 2,500 Swiss francs every month, and the community is really willing to help you with your project if you're starting. So what are the last things, or what is the last thing you would like to give to Lisk and the Lisk community?
What I can say, pushing forward, and will be good. I waiting for the final product and start play with Lisk.
Perfect.
Small project is also project, and for not too big company, but you can create something fun.
Yeah. So just start small and create something fun, like a green turtle that moves when somebody donates, like it's moving again.
Yeah. It's physical using blockchain.
Yes. So if you need someone to program your machines or to help you with a system like that, just reach out to Anonimowy891 through the Lisk Discord. And thank you very much for sharing your story here. And for everybody else, just this was a short interview with Anonimo. And next time we are looking for new speakers to talk about their project. So don't be shy and share your ideas. If it's only an idea, we can also start developing together.
Can I say something?
Yeah. Yes, of course.
Yes. Thank you to invite me in this meetup, and I would thanks also to my friends from Polish community like Lisk Poland, Przemer, Minion, and others guys, and like Lemmy or Corben, Lisk Magazine. Also, he donates my projects, then I appreciate for that.
Thank you. Really.
Thanks.
Thanks for mentioning everybody that those people are actually helping you. Did you ever meet someone from the community before, like physically?
No.
Or did you?
I think no.
You think no? Nice.
No.
So let's wrap it up. Thank you for being here, and for everybody. Just let us know what you would like to see during these hours. It can be programming, it can be a project, it can be ideas or an interview, and we will try to get it for you here. Thank you and have a good evening. And for this afternoon or tonight at 8 o'clock, we will have a meetup about blockchain and healthcare in the Lisk Center Utrecht channel. And not in the Lisk Center Utrecht channel on Lisk, but on the LCU Discord. It's about clinical trials and COVID and what blockchain can do to help and solve these problems. And not all of them, but partly, and also how tokenization ecosystems can look like in the future. So join us tonight at 8 o'clock CEST. Thank you for being here and see you next week.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks.